Great, I think. All right, so I'm going to do a not a revert. I'm going to recover. That'll save the kerbals, and I'm just going to come out and do the launch. That's the only reason why I'm doing this recovery. Yeah, that's. But I understand but what happened, CF League, was that none of them had any inventory, and yet I put stuff into all 4 inventories. So I understand that, but I would have expected 2 out of the 4 to have it, and it didn't. So. Okay, let us get our pilots. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, fuselage pilot. Yes. Okay. Perfect. Okay. Let's go ahead and do the launch. And when I'm on the pad, before I do anything, I'm checking the inventory. Okay. Inventory, good. Inventory, good. Inventory, yes. Inventory, yes. So we have them all. Everything. Just for those of you who don't know, why isn't there a picture there? These 2 things are resource transfer stations. These will get mounted on a fuel tank, and then I'll be able to drag a pipe from that to one of these guys, which is going to get mounted on the destination tank, and then I can transfer the fuel. Okay. These guys are bombs, explosives, so I can destroy some of the loose parts there. These are RTGs, and that is an electric screwdriver. Okay. Because it's real fun that I only have 1 engineer and 3 pilots. But that's the luck of the draw. All right. Quick save. This is now 7:47 p.m. Okay. Settings. Good. Launch sequence is 7, 6, 5. Yep. Okay. The ignition sequence started. And we have liftoff. We don't need to use all of the liquids here because we still have a TWR of greater than 2.25. Actually, I'm going to lower it a little bit more. I really don't want to drop it much below that because then we start losing. We need those for stability purposes. Okay. Let's see what we got here. 15 kilometers. Approaching SRB separation. We have a good separation. AP is 100. Just need to keep my eye on that so that when it gets down. Okay. Circularize, next AP create. Looks good. Come on. Start burn in 1 minute and what I'm actually going to do is get rid of that. Don't need that now. Okay. I'm just barely cracking the throttle. There we go. This is going to be a 3-minute burn. Yeah, I have the ambient light of it on, I believe. I'll take a look at it when I'm done with this maneuver. There we are. That should take care of it for now. Alright, our AP is in 1 minute 15 seconds. We have 2 minutes and 14 seconds left to the burn. Okay, so when this gets to zero, I shut down the engine very, very quickly. Hopefully that'll get pushed away and then I can throttle up again. We're only going to lose a few seconds over there. Okay, time to AP is 15:58, a minute 39, so it looks like we're going to circularize before we hit the AP because it's dropping very, very slowly, which is exactly what we wanted to do. Watching this. Six, 2, 1. Please tell me it's gonna miss. Oh wow. Okay. We're now in orbit. I just want to get a little bit more circular. We're 169 by 96. So that circularize, create node. Gonna be a 4-second burn in 7 minutes. Okay. Good. Oh, I've crashed into my own debris before. I just didn't even think about it this time. The interesting thing is I actually brought this along with me because it wasn't ejected either. That's okay. All right, so we have a let's execute the next node. And again, I'm going to abort it because I don't like what MechJump does. I know, I keep saying it every single time. It's like a broken record. Okay, 170 by 173 I think is a very good orbit. All right. So far, so good. Okay. I'm being paranoid. Okay. Good. Okay. All right, so let's take a look at this now. $820, that's right in line with everything else we've always seen. It is a 60-second burn in 20 minutes. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave all 4 engines here. It's going to cost me a tiny bit of delta V, but the reason I want all 4 is that when I'm going in for the landing, I need to stop my speed as quickly as possible. Once that's done, I can get rid of 3 of them. Okay, because I only need 1 engine to do the landing. Well, what I had done, see if what I should have done with that, okay, was I should have made the separatrons a little bit lopsided, so it would have veered off on its own. But again, not a big deal here. Okay. I was 10 seconds late. Not gonna hurt anything. Normally when I'm coming in for re-entry, I will turn sideways before ejecting the service module for exactly that reason. There was one time I had I had the 10-meter parachute, 10-meter deployable heat shield, and it works great, except that if you jettison it while you're coming down, you're on top of it, you jettison it, it's going to smash you into smithereens. Very annoying when it happened to me. Okay, great. That gets me there with a very PE of 600,000. That's really good. I think. I'm trying to figure out, is this going to focus the view here? There we are. Okay. Alright, so what I want to do now, what is that white? Okay. What I want to do now is to get myself into as close as a polar orbit as I possibly can. Oh, that's what it was. Okay. Okay, we're not quite polar. It's almost perfect, and we'll be certainly far out enough that shouldn't be a problem. All right. Just checking my EC. There we go. Simyo, welcome to the Flying Penguins, and thank you for stopping in. Okay, so this is a 12-second burn in 9 minutes and 49 seconds. That makes it a 16-second burn. Okay. All right. Again, yeah, the slower burns just makes it a little bit easier to do the control. Well, cheesecake, it was the first time I was using it, you know, and yeah, I don't know. Long time ago. Okay. 16-second burn in 15 seconds.
Okay, so remember Scalper while he EVA? He's not while he was Terry Larson's field.
Didn't quite do it as good a job as I hoped. Alright, let's do it again. You know something? I'm going to waste more than it's worth. I'm going to be at high enough altitude elevation that a inclination change isn't going to be that expensive. I got most of it there. That's the important thing. All right. Great. Warp here. And you know, Airborne, when I want to speak to EJ, he's not online. My luck. That's okay. Yeah, we're going to be catching it pretty far out. PE of 1.6 million meters. Okay, we just changed SOI. Whoops. Oh, sorry. Okay. 176 meters per second. It really isn't as good a polar orbit as I wanted, but that's okay. We'll orient ourselves. It's going to be in an hour and 17 minutes. Hello there. What's going on? There we go. Don't ask me why it wasn't moving. But it's moving now. Alright. So it's a 13-second burn. And actually, when I get close to there, when I take over control, I'm gonna point retro, and that way I don't have to worry about wandering. 8:09 p.m. So cheesecake, I'm just curious, I don't remember right now. I'm not allowed to use autopilots in the atmosphere, but we are allowed to use them in space. I'm going on the assumption that I'm not allowed to use them in landing, like this, and I'm wondering what if that's true or not. Again, not a big deal, because I'm not using it. But I want to do this myself anyway, but I'm wondering if we can use the autopilot to land on anywhere other than Kerbin. Okay, 3.5 minutes to go. Two minutes to go. Tension's ratcheting up. Start burn in 23 seconds. Okay, so the whole thing is that landing in an atmosphere, or flying in an atmosphere, no autopilot. Got it. Okay, so I could have used it for this, but I'm not going to. Okay. And we are now in orbit. Not a great orbit, but it's an orbit. No, it's not a bad orbit. Change inclination to 0. That would be 150 meters per second. I just want to make sure that 90 would be a lot more. Really? Going to 90, it's 132. Going to 0, it's 150. We shall go to 90. That'll get us into a perfect polar orbit. That's going to be in 1 day. Good thing we're not using, whatchamacallit, life support.
And I ought to be cool out, man. Backing off running and my wheelchair over, I was having something again.
Ah. I want the 90. At the... Okay. There we go. That's only in 3 hours instead of a whole day. Okay. And by the way, I don't need it anymore, but when I was first starting out, I asked him if I could use an autopilot if the shuttle was flying straight and level. And he said, as long as I'm not doing anything, just to save time, he was willing to allow me to do that. And then I learned how to land a shuttle. So I have never used his permission. The 10-second burn. Interesting how it's yellow clocking on me. So I'm actually going to start and make it. I'm only going to go 50% thrust, which means that when it says start burn in 10 seconds, that's when I will be starting my burn. Okay. Oh. What I just threw myself. I hit full thrust instead of turning it off. Yeah, and Cheesecake, I have no problem with that. Like I said, I asked him for permission. And if he had said no, I would have been fine with that. Okay. That's close enough. Alright, so now I want to change the PE down to 30. After a fixed time, we'll call that 60 seconds. Create node. It is a 7-second burn. I can actually do it right now. $400, $300, $200, down to 100 now. Okay, 30 kilometers. All right, let's get rid of that. And now we want to change we want to circularize actually. Circularize as the next PE node. That is 175, good. I mean, frankly, Cheesecake, these series of shuttles here are the first ones I've done without jet engines. They do have the thuds, and I'm trying to land with enough to have some fuel on board, so if I need them, I can use them. But I'm getting better at my landing, my re-entries and landings. So I'm hoping that I don't need to worry about flying any significant distance. I tell you, I love the fact that it's white and not just a lighter blue and a darker blue. Makes it very obvious as to where we are and which way we're going. Always used to drive me up the wall. Okay. So that is going to be an 11-second burn. Actually, before I do that warp, for this one, activate the engine. I guess it's a good thing I'm not a NASA astronaut. Imagine landing on the moon. Oh, I hit the wrong button. Bye, everybody. One minute to go. And it's going to be an 8-second burn. Oops, stop that. There we go. So I'm pointing myself retro. And the maneuver node actually will be retro at the time of the maneuver. But again, this way I don't have to worry about MechJeb or anything messing me up. Okay, start burning. Yeah, again, you know, Cheesecake, the reason I'm doing this whole series of challenges is because I had never done space shuttles before. Okay, my next thing is going to be SSTOs, which I've actually done one. Hold on a second. 3, 2, 1. E is 23, AP is 43. That's good enough for now. Okay. Yeah, so I actually I've done an SSTO one time entirely by accident. It wasn't even intending to do it, but have you seen my little penguin in the flying the little flying plane? Well, that actually was made out of a bunch of parts, which I was just trying to make something which looked cool. And I used tweak scale to put on some smaller engines, and it was able to get into orbit and back again. Really shocked me. Okay, so we are here. And which way are we going now? Oh, no. What doesn't matter? Okay. Not a big deal? It would have been a big deal if the orbit was lower. We'll add a maneuver here. There, we want to go like that. Okay, 44. It actually was. It's like I was just trying to come up with a cute little plane for for my pictures, and I said, well, let me just try it. So I gave it full throttle, and it flew, and also I realized that, hey, I'm in orbit, and then I was able to come out of orbit and land. Really shocked me. Actually, that is a little too... Yeah. All right. That'll do. Let us warp to this maneuver mode. It's a 1-second burn. Aha. Okay. Well, if you've never done it, it's hard. Okay. And again, that one, I did it. It was quite by accident. I know it's doable. I've seen many people do it. But again, it's not something that I've tended to do. Because I tended to build rockets. Big rockets. I think they invented the term more boosters for me. Why are we... Oh, we want to be the other way, I see. Right? Yeah. Okay. Fix my mistake just in time. Okay, that'll do. Great. Okay, so now trajectories. Targeted vessel. I'll stop that. Okay, so actually, you know something? Yeah, it's going to be 528 meters per second, approximately. That's not good. We're way off. Okay. Let's see if I guessed right. Nope, didn't. Okay, so that looks better. Right here. 552 meters per second. Okay, good. If it works, it works. Okay. And now we'll do Control F5. It is 8:30 p.m. One is vertical velocity controller, one is horizontal landing aid, and both made by Diazo, and I'm currently maintaining them now. Oh, that's trajectories which is doing that. Wait, so why isn't it? Wait, trajectories now doesn't want to show up anymore. God. All right. Well, I think it's all set up anyway. So let us. Get ourselves positioned. This is actually a little lower than I wanted to be. I mean, normally I wanted to start from 30,000 so I'd have time in order to do whatever adjustments. If this doesn't work this time, then I'm going to revert here and I'm going to go around the orbit and raise the PE to about 30. That'll give me that little bit of extra. Also, I'm going to be turning on the thuds to try and make it a little bit more balanced. Okay, 2 minutes to go. One minute to go. 1.5. 23-second burn coming up. Well, once I turn on the engines, we'll get some EC back. But yeah, our EC is down to 0 now. Isn't that fun? Good thing these engines generate electricity. Two, one, and ignition. EC is slowly filling up. Okay. Okay. We got that. Take care of the engines now.
That's not scary. We'll tell you what.
Okay. Good. Why isn't it going down to extend legs?
Well, notice that they need that. Oh yeah, the use of sail on first second zero through way.
Fine, you're in the wicked room with him if you start stuff out in the dust and then just hot.
I did it! Woohoo! Ha ha! And with more fuel than before. Yes! Ha ha! Okay. F5 needs. EC is... While we're waiting for this, extend the solar. Extend that solar. Okay, good. Okay. So now, let me do this. Let me drop the landing gear. Yeah, I'm going to drop the landing gear first. Okay, good. Now we're going to go decouple this. Okay. Okay, first thing, before I forget, let's reverse the right side. Invert motor. Invert the motor. And lock steering in the rear. Okay. So now, turn off that. Okay, put the brake on. And, okay, it's one. Open all. Oh, joy. Okay. All right. So, back to here. Ah, crap. I was afraid of that. Okay. Put the brake there. And let us stop. Almost out of electric charge. Oh, don't you love these things? Oh, joy. Well, I'm going to try something else. Well, actually, I'm going to leave this here. I'm going to bring up either the other fuel tank or the other... Actually, maybe I... Yeah, what I'm going to do, I'm going to bring these two over here and just see if I can push it up there. Okay. There we go. Okay. So let us decouple this. Oops, not that. One decouple node. There we go. Okay. So let's turn off the steering in the rear. Okay. Oops. Now turn off steering, and then invert the motor. Invert this motor. Okay. Brake off. I'm not sure yet if I wanted this one to shove it up. But the problem with this is that it'll use up the EC very quickly. It only has a tiny little panel up there. Okay. Now we got this one. Let us retract all the solar. Oh, excuse me. Okay, now we decouple. Node. Okay. Okay. Brake off. Okay, SAS is going on. Reaction wheels normal. SAS only. Why isn't it wanting to run? Oh, it's too steep. Okay, let's see what happens with that. So something's holding it in. I've had this out already. I know it works. Let's just have to raise up the nose then. Oh, great. And now it... undock. Okay, let's try it now. It's acting as if these guys are locked, and they're not. Oh, it's broken. How did it get broken? What broke it? I wonder if the engineer can fix it. Pilot, engineer. Hello, Doc. Welcome. Yeah, it was a lot of fun, but those wheels, those half tracks are broken for some odd reason. I'm going to see if possibly they can be fixed. She loses a start. Oh. Repair. Okay. Good. Good. All right, let's get you back inside. Okay. All right, here we go. Let's try it now. Status is not broken. Okay. Status is not broken. Try it now. Oops. Okay. Okay. Okay, let's turn off the SAS. Okay, good. There we go. Hey, it worked. that's no good. I was hoping you could actually see out of it, but guess not. Come on. Making some progress here. Not a lot, but come on. You can do it. There we go. Too bad I don't have, well, I can actually, I can't get power to this guy right now. But if I go to the other ship, I have everything I need to be able to transfer resources, including battery. Now, the other thing is, I just realized, no, see, these guys don't have any screwdrivers, so I can't take anything off. So I have to go to the other ship for this. Okay. And it actually now has full power. It doesn't need electricity, I just need to get it up there. I'm going to turn around and try pushing it the other way now. Okay. That's a regular clamp. Oh, that's a regular clampatron. Oh, okay. Let's see what. Oh, actually, that's good. We made progress. Kind of looks like an elephant. Okay. I think I may have gotten it in enough so that when I do some playing around with gears on the shuttle, that it might actually flip it or give me some control of it. Alright, so let's try that then. Okay. First, let's go. Okay. The first thing I want to do is F5. I'm going to try. First thing, I'm going to close this door and see what happens. It might be enough to do what I want. Don't know yet. Close the. Oops! Look at that. Okay, right. Close the bay. Okay. See, all I have to do, I have to get this over to here and it'll dock. And then I can transfer fuel. Well, it's up there. Yes, it's on its side, but it's up there. So now, let me do this. Oops. Up. Okay, good. That's a little high up there. Toggle gear again. Come on. I told you to toggle the gear. Did it move down? All right, let's try shoving it in again. Definitely made progress. There we go. Yes, got it almost all the way down there. Never thought I'd be doing the equivalent of bulldozing on the Mun. I'm just checking to make sure they're not broken. Oh. Let's try this. Retract this. Retract. There we go. Bingo! It worked! Yes! Okay. Get out of here now. Okay, put the brakes on there. Okay, so first let's get the landing gear down. Okay, make sure brakes joint. Yep, okay, so now this has fuel and I'm gonna close this close all bays temporarily. All right, so that's what we need. And now this, take a look at this. This ship is ready to go home. Assuming, of course, that it has enough. So it has 687 meters per second of delta V. I'm not sure that's actually enough. Oh! I haven't done that. I have to do something first. Disable crossfeed? Enable crossfeed. Why isn't it? Okay. Just out of curiosity. Yes, it will. Okay. Okay. So for whatever reason, the crossfeed isn't working here. Because if it was, then when I be enable and disable it, okay. But that's giving that's pretty much, well, I won't say doubled, but increased it by 50%. So I think we're okay. Toggle magnets. Okay. All right. Good. Making good progress, finally. Okay, so what I want to do is get this back onto here because this one needs fuel. Okay, this is the shuttle that I burnt fuel from. Okay, so get this back onto here, transfer all the fuel up. Okay, then take this and go to the other shuttle and refill it again, bring it back. It's going to take a little time, but I think that we have a where it's gonna work finally. Yeah, that's empty also. Okay, good. Break off. Ah, crap. Just when things are going well. Okay. Oh, you're absolutely right. Let's go back to them. Maybe I don't need to play games like that. There we go. 1200 meters per second should be. And I can play a game like once I make sure it drains from here first, and once this is empty, I can toss it away. I don't need to bring that home. That'll give me a little bit more delta V. Thank you very much for that, cheesecake. Now we just need to get this one. This is going to be a bit more problematic. I have no my mouse. Oh, I wonder if this will work.
Service our woman at Aston Station. Will be either.
Okay. I can't. Okay. Let's see what happens if I try this. Nope. Ah. Brakes. Oh, do I have an engineer on board? I don't think it may not need an engineer. Engineer, I do have an engineer. Okay, EV. Okay, so let's. These things here are EVA struts, so I might be able to connect it from there to here, and then maybe pull. I don't know if it'll work. We'll find out. Okay. EVA. I've never done this, tried doing this before, so it's going to be an interesting thing. Base to let go. This. Oh, that's a good point also. There are. I can try that, but let me try this first since I'm already in the middle of doing this. Pick up EVA strut. I think that it's not going to work. That struts have to be attached on the same vessel. So Clyde, yeah. Yeah. All right. So we'll try the next thing. Oops. Don't jump. Don't jump. Don't jump. Thank you. Let us not break the solar panel. Okay. So, break off. Okay. So now, good thing I have those solar panels there. I want to turn reaction wheels onto the pilot only for that, and pilot only for that. Okay. And there we go. Thank you for that. And I didn't even break any solar panels. Okay, so I want to get this into there again. So, actually, whoa, whoa, whoa. Turn them off. Break. Okay. Break off. That was fun. Okay. I love physics. I really, really love physics. Okay. So we got that. That's good. Now, first let me turn off those reaction wheels are off. SAS only. SAS only. Great. So now what I'm going to do is go get this onto there and upload as much fuel as possible. Okay. Okay, here we are there. So I need to drop I'll just drop all the gear. Okay, good. All right. We'll have to see if we actually get up here. It was a good idea, Cheesecake. Thank you. Okay, that didn't work. Why not? Ah, that's why. All right. So what I think I'm going to do, I can't easily. Okay, so what I have to do, I have to go to the other shuttle and get fueling things. Okay, because I don't want to have to try and push this. Well, let me try it. The problem is that antenna is going to get in the way. So we shall undock. Okay, let's see what happens here. We have Just not getting there. Oh crap, there we go again. Okay. Let's leave this for right now. Let's head over to the other shuttle. What time is it? It's 10:18. Okay, wherever it may be. That is target. Okay. So. Okay. Wait. There we go. This is going to take time. It is 6.3 kilometers. I really... Oh, crap. That's stupid. Well, luckily I didn't break anything. I don't know why it did that. Every time I try to go into IVA, I always have issues. Oh, the frame rate right now is fine. "32 bits off. GIF. Welcome to the Flying Penguins. Nice to see you. Say hi. Everyone say hi to her. Or him. Obviously we don't know what it is. I'm in the middle of working on fulfilling 3 shuttle missions to the Mun. Have you... So have you You have the game, or are you just learning about it? And feel free to ask questions. KSP is about the friendliest community I've ever come across. People are 99% of the time friendly and helpful. Now, I don't particularly like driving on the side, which is why I'm heading up. I would rather make the journey longer than take a chance on rolling. You have the PS4 version. Okay. Well, the difference, well, I'm sure you know the difference. The biggest thing is that on the PC, I'm playing with mods, and obviously on the PS4 you can't. There's a PS4 and an Xbox version. Okay. They've improved a lot. There we go. At the top of this hill. And then I can change my course again. Yay. Okay. I wouldn't know. Okay. I am not a console player for a number of reasons. So now I really wouldn't know what would and would not work. Okay. I do know that, you know, it's essentially within limits the same game. I mean, obviously you got kerbals, rockets, etc. One of the reasons I don't like consoles, excuse me, is the no mods. But add on to that I grew up with keyboards and mice. Actually, I grew up with keyboards, get the mice. And while I've played some games on the console, most notably Halo, some of the Halo series, I've never really enjoyed it that much. I just find those controllers to be pathetic. Okay, well, 4.5 kilometers there, and good distance away from that. How fast I can actually go. Okay, 10 meters per second? Wow. I really don't want to do that though. Too much chance of bouncing. In general, cheesecake, I agree with you because that's my personal experience. I do know that my son would disagree with you. My son, he does both PC gaming and console, and he does things with the console I can't do. Oh, excuse me. Oh, I like that. See the dust effects? I believe that's from the Kerbal Foundry's treads. 3.9. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to load up this with, I'm going to put 2 more kerbals in because each one of these is 2. Okay. Actually, I'm going to fill it up because that way I can take all my inventory from here and bring it back and be able to do that at least in one trip. Then the really nice thing which I'm seeing here is that these solar panels I have on are actually giving me more. So that's too fast. That's too fast. Brake, 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 brake. Thank you. Okay. And this is where I can run into trouble if I go over this too fast. There we go. Three and a half kilometers to go. Yes, what Cheesecake says, that's actually very good, especially if you're just a beginner. I'm trying to remember how long it took me for me to get my first thing into space, and I just kept loading on more and more SRBs. And I think I finally was able to get something into space which had like 30 or 40 SRBs all attached together, into space and in orbit. I've improved a lot since then. Well, of course it's tough, otherwise it wouldn't be a fun game. Seriously though. This game will teach you and force you to learn more than many other games. And it's just like in school. And I have no idea how old you are or anything. Yeah, I had more than that Cheesecake at one point. It's tough when you're learning something, but once you know it and once you've done it a few times, it becomes easy. Think about riding a bicycle, okay? When you first, or if you have kids or whatever, when a kid first gets on a bicycle, he falls over, and sometimes they don't want to do it again. But one day you look at them, oh look, he's riding his bicycle. He's riding no-handed. He's doing wheelies, whatever. Okay, everything you do here is a challenge. What I'm doing these missions. It's a challenge because I'm doing space shuttles for my first time, precision landings, which I'm not doing too well at, as you can see. Getting all these missions working together. It's a challenge, and I've been playing this for years. Okay, admittedly, I do spend more of my time actually writing mods for the game and then playing the game, because for me that's half the fun. Exactly, Doc. Since you have the PS4, I don't want to get into the whole thing about mods that much. Suffice to say that some people use mods to make it easier, and other people use mods to make things harder. Okay, for example, the standard game does not have life support. Okay, but if you add a mod with life support, which provides life support, you make things much tougher. 2.5 kilometers to go. And yeah, precision landings, on an airless surface is one thing, but then precision landings on Kerbin using a shuttle or just coming straight in, that's also difficult. But one day you'll realize that, oh wow, I can do it. Wow. I don't think, Jade, I'll ever do that, but... And hello, Jade Amora, welcome. Nice to see you. Okay, what I'm doing, I have to get over to there, and I don't really want to go into the crater, so I'm going to aim for this point here. And then I'll do a dog leg there. That's what all these Kerbal Crash Systems is a mod which actually puts damage, makes damage visible, and also lets you do the repairs. But I keep getting these messages that it's having errors. So. Oh, Cheesecake! I can actually get the whole idea behind people wanting to do RSS and RO. It's like it's closer to real life. For me and for you, this is a game which has overtones of knowledge, and for me at least, I mean, one of the things that it's helping me do is to keep my skills up as a programmer. And now I'm thinking about trying to learn a little bit about 3D modeling. 1.5 kilometers to go. 1.4. Okay. Head over to there. It's always exciting whenever you're traveling on the surface and it jumps from the 1.2 kilometers down to meters. It tells you you're finally getting there. Okay, so now I can actually change my course. Yeah, and I have no desire to get into KOS. My day job is computers. My modding is programming. I don't need to program an autopilot. Yes, I would learn something, but I have to have an interest in that. So Jade, you just came in a few minutes ago. I guess you didn't see the landing. Well, you're about to see the result of the landing. I mean, who knows? Maybe one day I'll get into the RO or the 2.5 thing, but not right now. I still have too much to do. Too many places I haven't been to, even with regular Kerbal. Okay, so Jade, this is the third space shuttle. Actually, it's Mun STS -4. And yes, it still has its external tank. Okay. Well, yeah, you're right. It's the last part of the external tank. Those are space Y landing strut similar to SpaceX's. Okay, there's my shuttle, and I'm going to do an F5. Okay, and now it's, nope, not that. There we go. Okay, so since I got here, I'm going to open all bays, which is emergency egress vehicle, meaning that this is what the 5 kerbals who are going to be left behind are going to need to use in order to get back to Kerbin. Okay, so what I'm going to do, first thing I want to do is get this out of here. And it doesn't have to be over there, it'll be here. Okay, you notice it has landing gear. So it's going to come down, and basically I'm going to let it fall out. Okay, it's not going to get hurt. And then it has all of these RCS thrusters, and it can use those to get itself upright. Okay, it was actually intended to lift itself up out of the shuttle bay, go over, and then go upright, but obviously things changed. Okay, so let me get a pilot. Engineer, pilot, here we go, EV. Actually, we don't want to go EVA, we want to transfer. Cthulhu will transfer you to here. Okay, great. You notice that the EV looks very much like the rover. They're using the same parts pretty much. Okay, so Control F5. It is 1041. EEV deploy. And 41 PM. Okay, so now let's see what I make sure I do this right. I want that. Not that. Not that. It's this. Okay. So there is a chance that it might get damaged, which is why I wanted to have someone in there. If it does get damaged while falling out, and then I'll just revert and I'll do it under full control. I'm trying to save a little bit of time in here, so let's decouple that node. Well, okay. They do say anything you can land, you can walk away from, right? Okay. So. Hello there. That's not right. You're supposed to get it up there, not stay down. It's worked every other time. Why isn't it working now? Okay, these guys shouldn't be firing at all right now. How am I doing in fuel? I'll use. So we want to turn off RCS, that RCS, and turn this off. And turn that off. Okay. Let's try this. Okay. Okay, let's try this again. Nope. Missed it. Where was that coming from? Oh, another set. Disabled. Disabled. I deployed this from... I love how the ship is sliding. Okay, let me do this.
We need to know what else. Oh, what's this? 5 secrets. There's your repairs.
Okay. First thing to do is this. Unlock the tank. Okay. Okay. If I'm going to the target, is that what I was doing wrong? Okay, let's try this again. Decouple node. Well, that was... There we go. Took more work than I expected, but we did it.
Well, obviously, you'll need to give your order let us unit.
I gather it's not perfectly flat, but how are we doing on electric charge is 0. Okay, good. All right. And in terms of fuel, didn't use that much actually. (4,100 meters per second of delta V should be enough to get us home. Okay, great. Alrighty, so that's good. And we have pretty much got a full electric charge. So just to be safe, we are going to retract all solar. Okay. So in order to get in, they're going to have to fly up to here and then get in and then transfer to those guys. Alright, good. So now what I want to do is to get the inventory out of here. So we don't need to leave her in here. Well, that's very odd. Why is it? It's almost as if it's too heavy. Huh. Strange. Okay, let's do this. Okay. Good. All right. Oh, yeah. She's carrying all of those RTGs. No wonder. Of course she's too heavy. Those RTGs are heavy. 32 bits. It's several weeks, actually. and it had a lot of iterations. I would say in terms of hours to build the well, it's more than just one. That's the thing. And hold on, let me get this taken care of first. Okay. There we go. I guess we have Lag City again. Okay. Great. So now space, let go. He's falling. Oh God. Whee! Bombs away! Don't forget, he's carrying a lot of stuff. Ouch! That hurt. Good things kerbals don't break easily. Okay, 32-bit. Good to see you. I'm glad. Thank you for the follow. And I stream every Sunday and Monday nights. Okay, this stream actually is almost done. But when I'm going to finish getting all of the hardware into the rover to be ready to take it back. Okay, which means that next week, next Sunday is liable to be a little bit late. I'm not sure. I'll have to see. So next Sunday is when we will work on refueling, getting the fuel from that tank to the other shuttles. Okay. 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 I forget, is Cthulhu a, oh. Cthulhu is a... pilot? Oh, the engineer, or whatever. Whoops. Boy, she has a hard head. Okay. Good. All right. Okay, let's get the next guys out. And he has. Oh, here's the explosives. Okay, they're probably not too heavy. Ouch. Okay. All right, we're there. All right. Okay, so let's take a look at this. This is Silver States. He has stuff. Cthulhu and... Well, Cthulhu, you are already in there. This guy here is Jack Trent. And he's our mad bomber. In a manner of speaking. No, actually... Fine, we'll get you some electric charge. Oh, I forgot to unlock the tank. All right. extend all solar. Let's get some stuff in here. And while that's going on, okay. You realize I'm gonna have a heck of a time editing this into one coherent video. Whoopsie. Good thing he didn't go splat. Yeah, he has RTGs on board.
Well, so booster they need that. Oh yeah, the use of cell I'm first in the casino through way.
Dan vet vi med. Ja, optimisten er våpen i Avios.
Okay, good. All right. What's his inventory? Oh, this is our mad bomber.
That way we're gonna be now your tax off there, good name.
All right. Next inventory. It's already full. I'm not going to bother going trying to blow that up now. Now that I know how it works, no need to waste my time. Okay. What does he have in his inventory is... Okay. They always have such funny grins on the face. See if it's Kerbal Foundries. I believe it's taken care of by Star Waster, who also does KSB wheels. Alright, so that's too heavy for him to do that all by himself. You're welcome. So anyway, cheesecake. Yeah, again, you know, it's... The rules was specific that the 5 kerbals left on the Mun had to be able to return. But they didn't say anything else about all the kerbals who get, who are involved in setting everything up. But I don't like losing kerbals at all. So I'm not going to. Okay, and Jack Trent, and you go there, inventory. Okay. Oh, actually, you know something? Okay, so this has a full charge. Let's retract all the solar, just in case it falls over. And Cthulhu, it's time for you to come out again. Whee! Let me do a backflip and land on my head. And see, I almost landed on my feet. Talented, aren't I? There we go. All right. More RTGs. Okay. I'll see you, Flig. Thank you very much. Okay. So, I'm going to put these guys back into the shuttle for now. Okay. And then I'm going to call it quits for tonight.
They attack them?
I'm bored. Okay. I think that's about it for tonight. Okay. Took a little longer than I expected, but and it's going to take more, but at least at this point I see the end is in sight. Hello, we haven't done any refueling yet. What I've done is we came over to STS-4, we've loaded up all the supplies, and now we're going to go back and we're going to use the KIS stuff in order to start transferring fuel as necessary. Then we'll bring one of those tankers back here, okay, connect it to this, fill it up, and take it back. So it's going to take another evening to finish it up. But I think that, and once it is done, then I'm pretty sure the end is in sight. No pun intended. All right, turn off RCS. And so what's going to happen with this, okay, this has a lot of delta V left, okay, so also this also has an extra tank of fuel here, okay, connected with a fuel line. So what I'm planning on doing is I will pull fuel from here to refuel the other shuttles over there, okay, and then this one will take off using this stage since we got it, okay, and then we'll do the other shuttles one by one. Okay, so this is the current problem. Okay, so what I'm going to do is probably no, somehow I'm going to get it out. Okay, and I'll be able to get this into here eventually and refuel all these tanks. This one, the same thing. That's empty. That's going to go bye-bye. Although I'm not sure if I can. I have to be very careful with those explosives. Over here, that's the research facility. And I forget if I had... Yeah, this really had minimal fuel. It was really just enough to get out of the shuttle bay, which it came in. So it really can't go that far. But right now it has 15 units monoprop left, and they get used up very, very quickly. Unlike the other base which I have out here. And that'll be that. Okay, so get these two filled up. This one already, I think, actually is. Yeah, this one. Yeah, this one is full. The reason liquid full isn't full is because the wing tanks are empty. And they're supposed to stay empty. Okay, this one is unlocked. So this one already has 1190 Delta V. Should be enough to get home. Although this one might be a little bit difficult. The nice thing is that once this tank is empty, okay, I can basically let go of, get rid of it. So for these, that's -10. Yeah. Okay. So what'll happen? With what I just did, this will empty first, and when it's emptied, I let go of it. It'll give me a little bit more Delta V by reducing some of the mass, which I'm bringing back. Okay. And that's going to be that.